Welcome back to another NFL divisional preview. Today we'll be looking at the NFC North, and I'm going to do a preview for each division, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a video. And if you haven't already, check out my season predictions video. First off, the Detroit Lions. Last season they were 12-5 and made it to the NFC Championship game, but ended up losing to the 49ers. But they still have a great roster with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, and Jared Goff. Last season, Jared Goff had the second most passing yards with 4,575 and the fourth most touchdowns with 30. And Amon-Ra St. Brown had the third most receiving yards with 1,500, and he also had 10 touchdowns. And their rookie tight end, Sam Laporta, had the most touchdowns in the NFL by a tight end with 10 touchdowns. Their over-under for this season is 10.5, and I'm taking the over. Next, the Green Bay Packers. They finished last year 9-8. They made the playoffs, and they beat the Cowboys in the wildcard round, but ended up losing to the 49ers in the divisional round. In the offseason, they did lose their starting running back Aaron Jones, but they replaced him with Josh Jacobs, and he's just as good, maybe even better. Last year with the Raiders, he had 800 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns, while also having nearly 300 yards receiving. And in 2022, he led the NFL in rushing yards with over 1,600. And in comparison, Aaron Jones last year only had 650 yards and 2 touchdowns. And over the offseason, they locked up their quarterback, Jordan Love, to a 4-year, $220 million contract. And he's coming off an amazing season where he had 4,159 yards passing, 32 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Their over-under this season is 9.5, and I'm taking the under because I think they're going to be pretty much the same as last year. I just don't see them being much better. Next, the Minnesota Vikings. They finished 2023 7-10. In the offseason, they did lose Kirk Cousins, but he did miss most of last season. And they already lost their rookie quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, for the entire season with a torn meniscus. So Sam Darnold's going to be the starter. And their entire season depends on how good he can play. But he has great offensive weapons all around him, with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson when he's healthy, and now Aaron Jones. So he has all the pieces around him to have a breakout season. His best season so far in his career was 2019 when he had 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions, which is not great, but he has a lot better team around him now. Their over-under for the season is 6.5, and I'm taking the over. And finally, the Chicago Bears. In 2023, they were 7-10. They had the number 1 pick in the draft from the Panthers, and also had the 9th pick. They got Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze, and so far in preseason, Caleb Williams has looked great, and this could be one of the best offenses in the NFL, with Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet. Their over-under this season is 8.5, and I'm taking the over. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.